Yeah, I'm from Chicago, South Side.
Certain part in Southside you represent, or just Southside?
Yeah, I just say South Side. I moved around a lot growing up. Stayed 61st and Drexel, moved to the hundreds, moved back to the 70s. Currently don't stay too far from Inglewood, so all around the city, South Side.
Still living in Chicago, though.
Yeah, definitely.
Now, growing up, paint that picture for us. What was it like for you growing up in Chicago?
Yeah, so growing up in Chicago, was always happy, you feel me? It was always good vibes, but, I was broke. I'm not gonna lie, didn't have shit. At the same time, made the most out of nothing, you feel me? Like, I just might be outside kicking it, playing video games, my homie across the street, shit. We went to the park, you feel me? The whole feeling of being down and out, that didn't hit until I got a little older, but as a kid, I was straight. When I hit my teen years, I started wanting, I saw motherfuckers with the Gucci and the Louis, and I'm just like, what the fuck is that? You feel me? I need to get that. I'm rocking Nike or Polo, you feel me? So it's like, I'm like, man, I need to get to the next level. So then I'm like, yeah, I need to start getting my own money, you feel me? Because it was done asking my OG for shit, I wanted to get it on my own, So, high school, graduated, was really like, I'm finna get into music. At the time, I ain't had no plugs, no studio, none of that, So my homie, Chief Marco, hit me up like, let's get it. We got a plug, you feel me? Videos, engineer, producer, shout my nigga D30, like, started me out, Started in the basement and went on from there, just kept grinding, moving around. And, I just want to say, like, I'm glad I grew up the way I did, because it's like, I respect the struggle, I respect the hustle, you feel me? Like, making something out of yourself from nothing, like, I respect that. Like, anybody who know how it feel or had nothing, not a book on their plate, eating noodles, eating sandwiches, you feel me? Like, if you from that, you feel me? Like, I fuck, not saying that if you're not from that, I don't fuck with you, but it's like, I can relate to you, deeper, Cause like, when you get your first 10,000, like, you nigga, you finna tee up, you finna cop that chain, you finna do everything you need to do, you feel me, to get your swag on, you feel me? Like, and if you already had it, it's like, shit, it's just, something else, so, yeah. But, yeah, the way I grew up definitely is gonna affect the way I am for the rest of my life, I'm proud of that, though. It was hard, but, shit, glad to, be doing better.
You grew up in poverty.
Yeah, definitely. I got used to it. It wasn't really a big, like I said, it wasn't really a big deal until I started seeing people with Gucci and Louis, because like, where I grew up originally, 61st Drexel shit, we was all broke, so shit, the most a motherfucker say is your ones or your, you feel me, your black ones, white ones fucked up or shit, motherfuckers ain't had shit, so after I got to high school, I actually started seeing all that Gucci, Louis shit. But at the time, shit was Hollister, you feel me? Gucci, Louis hit like 2012. Everybody rocking Hollister, Aeropostale, I was like, shit, you feel me? Let me get my money up, so I like the style, you feel me? So let me get that shit.
Growing up in poverty, what was your bottom point?
So the worst I ever was literally was when I'm popping out, like I'm going downtown, you feel me? Like I'm going to parties, not a buck in my pocket, but like we turn the fuck up, you feel me? Like, I wasn't really like stressing it until like I had to start getting things on my own. Then it was like, yeah, but shit, motherfuckers teed up like shit, motherfuckers had some money. If you would have thought shit the way we was teed, you feel me? So it's like, I just tried to make the best out of everything. If I don't got shit in my pocket, I mean, shit, I'm still gonna go, enjoy the day. I'm still gonna turn up, When I start to actually start needing that money, it's like, okay, I'm finna get this shit. All that shit to the side, you feel me? Motherfuckers have to, get my priorities right,
When it comes to poverty and growing up in that environment, I know especially in Chicago, gang culture comes to mind.
Yeah.
Especially in like low income areas and that sort of thing.
Yeah.
Can one make it in Chicago growing up without joining a gang?
Yeah. I feel like if you move the right way, you stick to your hustle, like shit, job, selling weed, whatever you do, you feel me? Like, just keep at it, save up, You know, get your priorities right. You might need to not party this day. You might need to just, you know, not fuck with this girl today. You know, you might need to just focus on your priorities, and eventually, like, you stack up, you can get up out of there. You feel me? Like, you know, you don't gotta join the gang. You know, join the had a little protection on your back. You feel me? But regardless, you still gotta look left to right. You know, so it's like, I mean, same scenarios. You know, regardless.
When it comes to uh, the gang culture, is it easy to get swept up in that? Were you able to avoid it yourself?
Yeah, I mean, like, you can be hanging around with gangsters, you feel me? Like, you could be, okay, I'm finna, you know, get this job. Okay, I'm finna do my own little hustle regardless of what it is, you know? Not knocking nothing, you know, not up and nothing, you feel me? Whatever you do, that's you. You feel me? Everybody different. Everybody got their own paths, you feel me? At the end of the day, if you down and out, like if you don't got no hustle, you don't got no ideas, you feel me? All people gotta do is come up to you like, hey, we doing this, you feel me? Get down with the crew, we gonna make sure you straight, you know? And if you ain't got shit on your plate, what you got to lose, you feel me? If you don't got nothing going on, ain't nothing but for you to earn. So I feel like it's just where your mentality at, you know, where you at, you feel me? Keep it a buck.
Now, also growing up in a poverty-stricken area, low-income area, sometimes people go the street activity route.
Yeah.
Did you go through that yourself?
Yeah. Well, when it come to that question, like, I was always around it, you feel me? Like, growing up, all my friends gangbang. I was just the one just on some money, on some females, on some turning up, you know? But being around it, you know, I understand it, you feel me? I'm not saying it's right, it's wrong, but when a motherfucker don't got shit, it's like, if that's their mentality, that's what they want to do, that's what they gonna do. You feel me? I always had the mindset, I'm gonna do something different. These my boys, I'm gonna do something different. If they need me, I got their back. Back in the day, I was taking a different route, you know. But yeah, I mean, could have easily got caught up, could have got initiated. You know, I just chose to keep doing my own thing.
You did your own thing, but you did get involved in street activity.
I won't say I got involved. Them was my boys. So it's like,
okay,
before anything, them was my boys. They gang bang, they did whatever they did. That's what they did on their own time. At the end of the day, if you my brother, you my brother. Like, if you out here selling, you out here robbing, whatever, if you my brother before that, you my brother before that. So if I fuck with you, whatever you doing, that's you. But I fuck with you. So with me, if you real to me, I'm real with you, period. It don't matter what you do. Like, you keep it a buck with me, I'll keep it a buck with you. So it's like, shit. Always around it, just never dived into it. Easily could've.
I see.
I just left that to them. And they fuck with me for that, because they like, Jayy, you doing your own thing, you ain't trying to be like everybody else. That's why we fuck with you. You know, if I need them, they got my back. You know, quickest, you know, but it's just like, I just have to do my own thing. I wasn't trying to be like everybody else. I'm trying to be my own person.
Did people try to get you to join, though? Did they try to get you to initiate? Did they try to get you to be, aside from just being affiliated, did they want you to join? Did they?
Yeah, definitely asked me, like, why you ain't this? Why you ain't this? Why you ain't this? You know? I was in the 90s always hanging with my boy Lloyd. Day one, you feel me? It's like a brother, you feel me? And it's just like, if he needed me, help him, you know, fight, whatever, for whatever, you know, anything, you feel me? It's my boy, and make sure he's straight. And it's like, I just didn't, you know, want to be initiated. It's just, I just knew, you know, that's my brother. Regardless, my boys fight, I fight, you know. But it's just like, I just didn't really want to be in. You know, my dad was a gangster, you know. My brother was into the street activity. It's just like, I was around it, you feel me? I'm there. It's just like, I just never wanted to take that step. That step, man, you know.
What was the reasoning? Because you were around it.
Yeah. The reason is just like, I seen everything. I seen the fast money. I seen how the bitches was flocking, you know. I seen the shit that was, the niggas running up on them. It's just like, I always knew like my path was different, you know. And I understand it even more now that I see what I'm doing now. They be like, Jayy Queezy, when you get on, you feel me, security, they gonna be security, you feel me? I'm like, yeah, I mean, y'all can rap too. Whatever y'all wanna do, I'm taking all my boys out the streets that's 100 with me at the end of the day. So it's like, they like, you the way out, you feel me? So if you out here with us anyway, you know, why our way out, you know? So it's like, it was our respect. It was never no problem.
Because the reason why I ask you that is for somebody watching this, being offered something like that, it can be enticing. There can be peer pressure to join. It could be the cool thing to do. You know, and that's, for a young person, young mind, that's not the easiest thing to turn down or look away from. So just curious what led you to that decision making. And you provided that answer. But just curious as, you know, why? Because I think more people would than wouldn't.
Yeah. With me,
In your environment of the low income, the poverty, and so on and so forth, I would think that would be an easy decision to join. But the fact that you pulled back from doing that, just curious the mind state there.
Yeah, I feel like just pass me the money, pass me the females, pass me the turn up. That's what I live for, you know? I was just a party nigga. I just want to turn up, want to have a good time, want to be around some females, you know? So, you know, being around it, I see what it's like, you know? I seen people get shot. You know, it's been times when I was younger, me and my OG, we walking from the park. When I lived in Sister Russell Dressel, they shooting. I'm a little ass kid. Like, I see all this shit and I'm just like, you know, that ain't my path, you know? But at the end of the day, I got them my brothers. But like I said, before anything, whatever, you a brother first. I don't care what you is, you a brother first. So at the end of the day, if I got that respect for you, that's what that is. You know? So at the end of the day, it's like, I'm gonna just keep doing me. I don't care what nobody think. Like, you don't never gotta be peer pressured by anything. If you don't wanna do it, then don't do it. If you don't smoke to kick it. If you don't drink to kick it. If you don't pop pills to kick it. You know? If you a cool motherfucker, if you 100, game bangers, whatever, anybody gonna respect you for being you. If you faking it, they definitely gonna, this fried ass nigga up out of here. If you keeping it real, okay, you don't game bang. But at the end of the day, you ain't no bitch. Nigga run up on you, you gonna defend yourself. That's real to me. Shit. I look at real as what you is. If you a pop star, you that. If you a rock star, you that. If you a trap star, you that. If you just somebody who be on the block, you that. If you a game bang, you that. Be who you is. Don't never let nobody tell you, oh, you gotta be this, be cool. Oh, you gotta be this to be cool, you know? I was always cool being me. That's just how that is.
Now, what about school? What kind of kid were you in class?
I was the kid. Man, glad you bring that up. I was the kid everybody hated. Like, I was always in class making jokes. Class clown, always bothering motherfuckers. Motherfuckers say I was irritating as hell. Like, you feel me? Always talking. Like, always doing some shit, throwing paper balls. You know? Yeah, going under the table, looking up girls' skirts. Like, I was just that dude that was just like, I was young. I was just like, just a class clown. Nigga, the teachers didn't like, you know, people didn't like. But at the end of the day, kept smiling on everybody's face. You know, I was just the energy, you know.
Some class clowns, though, it's just jokes, it's just fun. Other class clowns, it can get to bullying.
Oh, yeah.
Were you the bullying class clown, or were you just the joking, having fun class clown?
Yeah, I was just the joking. It can easily be bullying, you know, but when everybody just know I'm cracking jokes, I'm trying to have a fun time. It ain't never, you know, like trying to bully somebody, you know, per se. Just having a fun time, cracking jokes, making people, somebody come in with some funny looking shoes. What the fuck is those, boy? On his ass, you know, type shit. Like, but now, it'll never be like bullying, like, cause I don't even like bullies, you feel me? Like, if I see somebody getting bullied and I fuck with them, I'll beat the bully ass if they don't want to do it. I don't like that shit. You feel me? Especially when you're picking on somebody just because they smaller than you, or you know they feel you. That's not cool. That shit lame as hell. You know, really don't like that shit.
Now, you mentioned earlier that you come from a poverty upbringing. Mm. And you mentioned a second ago about teasing about somebody's shoes. And also throughout this conversation, you had mentioned there was a time where you went from Nike and Hollister and that sort of thing, polos and stuff like that, to wanting designer items. You saw Gucci, you saw this, you saw that. Which leads to this question, because school uniforms, there's a debate over that. Some people really believe if there were school uniforms and it was mandatory, then maybe these type of issues of you wanting Gucci and you wanting Louis and you seeing other kids with this stuff, maybe this would be not a big deal if everybody wore the same thing. There's also debates against school uniforms. How do you feel about school uniforms? I mean, hindsight 2020, you're no longer in school, but you know, if you have kids yourself, do you feel like school uniforms should be mandatory or not?
I feel like if they was mandatory, it'd help a lot, you feel me? Like, if everybody in the same neighborhood go to the same school, you know, it's for everybody for like that 5 kids that gathered at home, it's probably, you know, probably 5 that don't. You know, so it's less pressure on their mom to have to try to rack up some cash just so their son don't come to school getting bait. You know, it's a difference between making jokes and it's people who really like, you know, they own that with their ass. Like, it's not playing. It's a big difference. It's a boundary. So I feel like with the uniforms, that helps. Without them uniforms, like, people come in, they flexing. You like, damn, why you don't get this? Damn, you must be broke. Or, you know, even if you from the hood, everybody broke. Motherfuckers still gotta, you know, act like they got it. You know, even if they spend their last on that Gucci bag, they wear that motherfucker like, why you don't got one? You feel me? You know? So it's just like, turn to a flexing game and everybody broke, but it's still come down to it. That's the females like. They want a nigga with swag, you know? So.
On the flip side, I have heard the argument saying that, okay, if we all wear school uniforms, somebody that can't afford as many school uniforms as another, they may wear out their uniform more than the other person. Their stuff might look a little more dingier, more dusty, that sort of thing.
Man, it's crazy you say that because, yeah, that could also be the same case, you know? But it'd be a lot cheaper than having to keep on buying these designer fits, you know, just to fit in, you know? Because it's situations like that, you know? It's like...
So basically, there's an argument saying, if everybody's wearing the same thing, it's no problem. But somebody's going to say, well, yes, everybody's wearing the same thing, but some are going to look fresher wearing the same thing than others, and there still will be a difference.
Yeah, it's all about how you swag it out. You could put the females, I see seeing females put on some leggings, a crop top, some shit, Nike's on, shit probably cost them $80. They out here looking like a snack, you feel me? So it's like, you don't gotta do too much if you're female. The dudes be having to do a lot more. I feel like regardless though, I mean, it's cheaper to just go ahead and get you like 20 pairs of them shirts and pants, you feel me? You might have to come in with the fresh Jordans though, like, I ain't gonna lie, you know. They coming in baking steel, like, that's when they really finna be on your shoes. So they really, you walk in the door, boy, what is those, boy? Own that ass, you feel me? So it's like.
I would think if you had school uniforms, they probably have uniform shoes too, though.
Oh, shit.
I would think. I mean, I don't know. I never experienced it myself. But I would think if everybody's wearing the same clothes, you'd probably be wearing the same footwear.
Yeah, at my high school, yeah, we definitely got to wear whatever shoes, you feel me? It was a shoe game. It was just Friday when everybody got to wear whatever they wanted. So you feel me? Everybody had their Friday, get their fit. You know, if they didn't have one, they put something together. So, shit, I don't know what them shoes look like. I'm glad I'm out because they probably gonna be, you know. But yeah, it's all about how you wear it. You can wear whatever, anything, you know. Swag it right, make it look good.
Did you do music while you were in school?
Yeah, so like, when I got to high school, I was always writing. Didn't have a studio. I was always rapping to people, you feel me? They was always, some people fuck with it, some people didn't fuck with it. But at the end of the day, if you want to do something, get out here and do it. It don't matter what nobody tell you. If you put your mind to it, you grinding, you feel me? So eventually, I'm like, you know what, I'm finna hit the studio. Shit. I have a studio, but I'm like, shit, I'm finna start looking for a studio. People found one. got in there, did my thing from then on. Like, I love music. Ain't not gonna stop it. I always love music. I was always writing, you know.
How young did the rapping stuff start?
So as soon as I got to high school, it's like freshman year. I'm just writing, just writing, just writing. You know, just rapping. You know, didn't have no official songs out yet, but I'm just writing shit and writing shit and writing shit. Every genre, like just switching over. Rap, pop, R&B, rap, pop, R&B, rap. You know, bring that shit to reality. You know.
What about battling other classmates? Did you ever get involved with stuff like that?
Oh, yeah. Being a class clown at my school, you know, middle school, it got me into a lot of fights, you know. Some people really didn't like my ass, like, you know, to the point where they had tried me and we fighting, you know. And that's just what it is. So, got used to fighting. So much of the point is just like, okay, I'm finna go to school, I might have to fight till they cool. It's fucked up, but, you know, that's really how it was.
You were the aggressor or defending yourself in these fights?
Always defending myself, you know. Only time I'd be the aggressor if somebody said something like, they may say, your mom, like, that was back in the day. I ain't gonna lie, I don't know about this generation, but back in my generation, growing up, say about like, 16 years ago, somebody say, yo mama, you ready to fight? You feel me? So like, yeah, if I get mad, it sound like that, you know. Sound petty, but that was real fights.
Never got kicked out of school because of it?
Never. The middle school I went to, it was so much fighting, it's like, it was normal. The high school, so much fighting, it was normal. The year after I left the high school, they started putting people out for fighting, so I definitely got a right time, shit. But I stayed in much more fights in middle school than high school. At that point, I was mature, you know, all that class clown shit, you know. It's like, man.
Battling other classmates, did you win more, lose more, broke even?
Yeah, it depends. It's only like a couple fights that I could say honestly, like.
Okay, when I say battle, I'm talking about like battling, like freestyle battling or rap battling with somebody.
Rap
Not battling like physically.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, so rap battles, yeah. Freestyling, okay, so like high school, I was getting better, you know, half. Now, a lot more confident. It'll be a lot more than half, so if I do probably 10, probably be 8, you know. But I always kept, you know, grinding with the craft. Kept on. I'm confident with it now, so it's like, yeah, that way.
So when you battled other classmates, rap-wise, not physically,
yeah.
How did you do? Did you win more? Did you lose more? Did you break even?
Yeah, so, yeah, for the most part, high school probably was even. Because I was okay freestyling. I wasn't cold, you know. I just started really getting my head into the game with it now, you know, like last few months. Cause one day I was outside, my boy King KO, Chicago. He's freestyling. He like freestyle. I'm just like, man, okay, rap some shit. I'm like, yeah, I'm finna get my shit up. You feel me? I'm finna get better with that shit. You feel me? I had to get my craft up, cause yeah, he embarrassed me. But you know, it's life. Everything keep going on.
What about talent shows? Ever participate in talent shows growing up?
Yeah, definitely. My first talent show actually was like, I think the month after I made my first song, I'm Just Living Life. Shit, they did one Inglewood, Team Inglewood High School. It was dope. The crowd fucked with it, you know. They were, I'm just living life. I'm just living life. I got a bad girl, but I ain't trying to wife. Like, the kids in the crowd love that shit. And that was my first show, like, first official show. It's like, man, it's a month later, I'm like, yeah, this is what I'm gonna do. Gotta keep moving.
How'd you place in these talent shows?
Yeah, so the talent show I did was from an agency, and it was like more like just getting people out there, you know, just people performing in front of crowds. It was never like a first, second, third place. You know, you could talk to them and ask who did the best, and they'd tell you, but it was more about just getting people out there. They was trying to get people off the streets, you know, open up people's talents. You feel me? But you knew if the crowd was fucking with you or not. The crowd was fucking with me the most that night, you know. So always humble, but yeah, they was.
What about pep rallies? Ever got a chance to perform at a pep rally while you were in school, or maybe now out of school, ever been invited to perform at a pep rally?
Yeah, definitely didn't. Definitely would be open to, you know, anytime. Right after I got out of high school, you know, that's when I started really recording. At first, I was just rapping, you know, but in writing, you know. So Now at the crafts there, definitely would love to. Wish I could have back then, but didn't have the resources. Keep it 100.
You did graduate high school.
Yeah, I graduated high school, 2014.
And after high school, you chose not to further the education.
Yeah. So what happened with that is I went to Iowa. I swear, like that was the most boring year of my life. I'm just like, there. I'm just like Iowa State. I'm just like, yeah. My homie hit me up like, we just got a studio. Say less. I'm in Chicago, back in Chicago. So, boom, hit Chicago up. Start recording. It's just like, yeah, fuck that. I know what I'm gonna do. I know what I'm gonna keep doing.
So you tried college.
Yeah, I tried it. Tried a university. I just wasn't feeling the university. If anything, I would have to do a smaller school, not a university.
Why?
Just, I don't know. I mean, I feel like because I was from Julian High School, Chicago, when I got there, it's like I was outclassed. Like, just like a lot of the stuff that was being taught, I did not learn. I was able to do good and everything with my core classes at the time. Like, the core classes was just like, yeah, short end and stick every single time, Kept trying, you feel me? That's just what it was. But, because I don't give up easy. I don't even give up. I don't even consider giving up. I consider just finding what's really right for my life. I've been happy in it since ever doing this,
But you are considered to be a dropout.
I did drop out of, Iowa State. Definitely still gonna graduate college, gonna make it happen. But it's just, the university life just threw me off there.
Too much too soon?
Too much too soon, and then it's like, it was also a little racist there, because it's Iowa. So it's just like, I mean, you're gonna get watched your whole life, going to stores and all type of shit, but it's just like, at least Chicago was less of that for the most part.
You felt racism at the school particularly, or the state of Iowa?
Yeah, so just being in Iowa. I mean, out there in Ames, at the school, like, people were cool. Like, they like make jokes, and you would have to check them. Like, that's not funny. What the fuck you mad at? And they'd be like, oh no, it's just, I fuck with you. It's just a joke. Like, somebody said something about Chief Keef. Yeah, these dumb black people like Chief Keef. I'm like, what? It's just a joke, man. I'm not saying everybody dumb. Like what? Like, come correct with that shit. You feel me? Like, don't like shit like that.
I see. Now, did you get some sort of, financially, did you get some sort of academic or athletic scholarship there? Was it grants that you received? Was it any financial aid, or did you have to pay out of pocket?
Yeah, definitely financial aid. Shit, I wish I would have them grants and that scholarships and all that shit. It was even more fucked up because, like, right before I went to Iowa State, like, Julian had a big ass riot that senior year. They seen that. They knew about that when they went to Iowa State. They like, and I'm in the room with the counselor. She like, what went on there? I'm like, yeah. I mean, I ain't had nothing to do with me. So they was already out the gate, like, yeah.
Now, why choose that school to begin with?
Man, they came to Julian. Like, I'm really looking through. I applied to a couple schools. I got them first. I'm just like, shit, they got my program. I'm with it. Just wanted to be out of Chicago. Didn't want to go to, like, Carbondale, SIU, NIU, DeKalb. Just wanted to, do my own thing, get away,
You took a break, or you went right into the university right after high school was done?
Yeah, I went right into it, I'm glad that I did, because I learned a lot at that time. I'm glad I learned at the age, learn how to interact here and, because I was just used to the hood, that's all I knew. So it's like, definitely a blessing.
Does that school have a reputation?
Yeah, Iowa State definitely is like big reputation. Not every part of the Big Ten. I don't know if they still are now, but man, yeah, they definitely good food, nice buildings. Campus big, Like, walking through that campus was over with. You need to, bust that. But yeah.
Did that school equal to its reputation?
Yeah, I can definitely say it definitely did. If I was more prepared, definitely, but I'm glad I wasn't, because I'm doing what I want to do, That wasn't what I was feeling, You know, even if it went good, it's like, nah, music, call my name, I'm there, period. So it's like your favorite girl call your phone. She called, you there, like, this cool, but I'm gone. That's just what that is.
How much did you get under your belt before you actually dropped out? Did you at least get a semester done?
Yeah, actually, I stayed for a year, you know. After
So
that,
freshman, you completed freshman year?
Yeah, after that year, I was out of there. Counselor like, nah, you should do, I'm like, nah, I ain't gonna lie.
People knew you rapped?
Yeah, so even at the college, I was just like, that was like, I wasn't recording yet. Because it was still like, I think 2015. I didn't start recording my first song until I left that college. You know, so they knew that I was rapping, I was writing. You feel me? They was rooting for me though. Like, they're like, when you drop your first mixtape, let me know. It's crazy. I'll be on IG. Them same people liking it. I'm seeing them same people, like, they really liking that shit. Like, y'all kept y'all word. It's dope, you know. People out here real like that, you know.
Do you feel like you gained a fan base while you were out there?
Yeah. I mean, my whole floor, I was always showing them shit. They like, yeah, bro, you gonna go back to Chicago, you gonna take off, you gonna do this, you gonna do this. So it's good having that, you know, people that you knew before it even started, like, they was waiting, you know. The fact they liking shit, like, it just shows, like, they was really waiting, like, you know. You don't usually get people like that.
Okay, so let me ask you this. You dropped out after freshman year.
Mm-hmm.
Was that the best decision looking back?
Yeah. I feel like if I wouldn't chase my dream, you know. I'm blessed, like, thank God, you know. Thank God that I'm here, you feel me, like, in this chair, you know. It's just like, I don't ever like looking back, because it's like, I feel like everything happened for a reason, you know. I feel like that's just how I go.
Do you wish you would have skipped college altogether and went straight to music, or were you happy that you at least had some sort of college experience?
I am glad that I, you know, did go. I did learn a little bit of our history. I took this one class, world history, talked about like voodoo and the slaves and just like everything. It's like, that was my favorite part about that school, you know, out of everything, just being there, you know, in that class, you feel me? That was one thing. And then just meeting different people, you know. Just coming from the hood, you always closed-minded. And until you leave out where you like, damn, I like this. Or I like this. You know? You open my own mind up. So it's like.
What was your parents' reaction to you dropping out?
She didn't, my mom, because my dad was I was already there at the time. My mom didn't like it. But it's like, I told her, like, I had a purpose, you know? I was coming back to do music. I was gonna graduate one day, you know, just not from that school. You know, she was with it. She, you know, at first she was like, for real? Like, and then when she saw I was dedicated, you know, she's like, proud of me, you know. Just seeing a smile on her face, you know. And I'm doing what I'm doing. Ain't nothing better than that. Period. In this world.
Give us some advice. Say it's a kid watching this right now.
I say
Wait. Let me finish. Let's say there's a kid watching this right now, and they're thinking about dropping out of college themselves. Circumstances could be different for everybody, but any general advice to somebody thinking about dropping out? And it doesn't have to be somebody that has a music career choice. They might be thinking about doing something else in life. In this case, yours was music, but in their case, somebody watching this, it could be different. Mm-hmm. But let's just say, you know, they're like stuck between that decision making. Should I drop out, or should I pursue something else that I'm fond of? And they're just kind of like teeter-tottering that line right there.
Yeah.
What do you say to a kid like that?
Yeah, see, always follow your gut. If you know, I need to be out here doing this, then get out here and do that. Never hold up. You know, you might be wanting to be the best chef in the world. You feel me? It might be a cooking competition in your city. A star chef there. Imagine, and you there, because you left, you feel me? Imagine if you would have waited. You missed that. That chef might not come back. I feel like always know that getting your education is a necessity. So you might be holding it off to handle some shit right now, but you won't get back to it. Like, I'm going to get back to it. You know, I never encourage being a dropout, but, you know, you don't got too much time, you know? You got one life, you feel me? If you feel like that's what you got to do to live it, go for it. I'm not knocking that. I'm not upping that. It's your decision. But I always know, okay, you're going to come back to it, you know? Because at the end of the day, you need that regardless. Period.
Need what? Need what?
Definitely need education. It's like, especially the way this world going, you know, where we going to be with technology in a few years? Definitely, like, you know, you might need a college diploma to work at McDonald's. Shit. Doing the same shit, you feel me? Like, you never know. So it's like, always, even if you hold that off, get that shit done. Real shit.